Hello, friends of chemistry. I'm here doing the Module 4 test, and I'm starting with problem number 9. Problem number 9 says, which of the following elements are homonuclear diatomics? Write their chemical formulas. This is something you have to memorize, and you have to know it for the rest of the year, and you have to know it. So that's why I've dog-eared the page in our textbook. You might consider doing the same. We're leaving a bookmark in it so you can find it easily. Of these four, carbon, nitrogen, fluorine, and sodium, nitrogen and fluorine are homonuclear diatomics. And so we write them like this: nitrogen and fluorine. All right. Number 10. Number 10 says, is the following equation balanced? Okay, the equation will be balanced if we have the same number of each type of atom on the left and on the right sides. Number 10 says 2HBr aqueous plus Ca solid yields CaBr 2 aqueous plus H2 gas. Okay, how many hydrogen atoms do we have here? We have 2. How many bromine atoms do we have here? 2. How many calcium atoms do we have here? 1. On this side, how many calcium atoms? 1. How many bromine atoms? 2. How many hydrogen atoms? 2. It's balanced. The answer to number 10 is yes. Number 11 says to balance the equation. That tells us it isn't balanced. H2O, liquid, plus Na, sodium, solid, yields NaOH, sodium hydroxide, aqueous, plus hydrogen, H2, in a gas form. Okay, so we have hydrogen, oxygen, and sodium. We have hydrogen, oxygen, and sodium. Okay, hydrogen we have 1 and 2, that makes 3. Oxygen we have 1, and sodium we have 1. Okay, hydrogen here we have 2. Oxygen 1. Okay, so what is not matching is our hydrogen, where here we have 3. And here we have only 2. What if we make this 2? Then we'll have 4. How can we have 4 over here? Oh, what else will we change? We'll also change this. What if we change this? We can't change this. This isn't something we can change. We can only change this number here. If we do this, then we'll have 2 of these. We'll have 2 of these. That'll give us 4. That's good. That'll be 2. Uh-oh. Here we go to 2. Well, what if we make this 2? Then we'll have 2 of these. So now we're balanced. We have 4 hydrogen, we have 2 oxygen, we have 2 sodium. So the way to balance this equation is to write it as 2 H2O liquid plus 2 Na solid. This is 2 waters in liquid form plus 2 sodium atoms in a solid form yields 2 NaOH, which is sodium hydroxide in aqueous form, plus H2, which is hydrogen in a gas form. Okay? Number 12, under the right conditions, chlorine gas will react with gaseous ethylene, C2H2, to make liquid quadrachloroethane, C2H2Cl4. Write the balanced chemical equation. So, chlorine gas. Chlorine gas is one of the homonuclear diatomics. And so we're going to need to write it as Cl2, okay? So this is Cl2 in a gas form. That's what that means, chlorine gas. Will react with gaseous ethylene. So will react, that's plus C2H2. I leave room for any coefficients I need to stick in here. C2H2, and that's if it's gaseous, gas, and it will yield C2H2Cl4 in liquid form. C2H2Cl4 liquid. Okay. So on this side, I have 2 of these, and here I have 2 of these and 2 of these. On this side, I have 2 of these and 2 of these and 4 of these. Okay, so that's where we don't match. Okay, so how can I make this match? Well, if I had 2 of these, then I would have 4. And then everything would work out. I don't think I need to make any other changes. So I make this 2. So the correct way to write this is 2Cl2 gas plus C2H2 gas yields C2H2Cl4 liquid. Number 13. When C9H20 reacts with oxygen, it makes carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so we have to be able to write down the chemical formula for all of those substances that we mentioned. So let's look at number 13. C9H20. When it reacts with oxygen, oxygen is O2. And it yields carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide is CO2 and water. Write the balanced chemical equation. Okay. So here I have carbon, I have 9 of them. I have hydrogen, and I have 20 of them. I have oxygen, and I have 2 of them. So here I only have 1 carbon. I have 2 oxygen, plus 1 over here. And the hydrogen, I have 2. So the first thing I see is that I need to have 9 carbon. I'm going to change this to 9 and see where that takes me. Now I have 9 of these. I have 18 of these, which makes 19 of these. 18 plus 1. Well, I have 2. This. And 19 is an odd number. So that's not going to help me as much as I want. How many will I need of these? This is 20 hydrogen. What if I make this 10? This is 10 H2O. Then I'll have 20 hydrogen. I'll have 10 oxygen here, and that will give me 28. Now we're getting somewhere, okay? So if I need 28 oxygen, that's easy. I can turn this into 14. That will give me 28. I have the right number of hydrogen. I have the right number of oxygen. I have the right number of carbon. So this is the answer. C9H20 plus 14 O2 yields 9 CO2 plus 10 H2O. I'm going to pause the video here.